Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's September 26th. I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love. I do tarot readings to connect with you, and my intention with tarot is to offer divine guidance and loving clarity. I also teach a lot of yoga and meditation, so feel free to check out the services. There's merchandise, the book, and online courses as well. So check out ultralove.com. Otherwise, I do the monthly readings. We're getting through the monthly readings on the YouTube channel. So feel free to check out the YouTube channel for more content. Ooh, there's a double six there. That's quite cool. Success and work. Maybe even being awarded for some of you. Only because it popped out and I'm seeing the 6 of Wands is a success card or recognition. I'm getting a message of a giving back. It could be you. It could be you sending an award or giving something to somebody if you're a boss. Divine guidance and love and clarity for the All to Love Collective. Divine guidance and love and clarity. There's a bit of an energy of like waiting, like as in not making impulsive new starts necessarily. Sensing the preparedness and being able to hold space rather than making impulsive moves, and definitely not making a move if you feel pressured. Like, be mega mindful of those energies, people, businesses, whatever, that are like pressuring you to make a decision. I would hold that. Wait until you feel right. Wait until you feel. People in the manifestation world, people talk about inspired action, and I think there's like discernment around these different words, because in a way, inspiration doesn't necessarily mean excitement. And so there's hence holding space for ourselves. What does that mean? Like just giving yourself time, right? Giving yourself a bit of space to reflect, to discern, to question, to right. And again, we live in such an instantaneous quick fix. I think, we think we're supposed to know, and people, we don't know, and then we're fumbling around, right? Wait until you feel the call, right? Wait until you absolutely 100% know you want to move in that direction, or you want to create that thing, or you want to, right? It's that sense of actually feeling inspired by the message or by the offer or whatever it might be, right? There is definitely a shift here within that collective energy of kind of endeavoring to move out of an energy of a battle. However, there's still a lot of sword, and the 9 of Swords is a troubling energy. It's very like sleepless nights, nightmares, that kind of energy. You know that the initial message of like, wait, don't make impulsive moves. Often, like, this is why I find tarot interesting, because it can highlight to us why. And in this situation, there's more people coming in. There's going to be new people, new situations that come in, messages that you receive, offers that you receive, physical, tangible messages, right? And some of it is cause for concern for you. I feel like there could be, maybe for some of you, your working life is like super stress. Okay, as in, yes, your working life is stressing you out. Simple as that. There could be something here around like you don't feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you can be yourself. And this could be for some of you who maybe did take a bit of an impulse move or did make a bit of an impulsive decision. Now you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Been there too, my lovers. A move. I remember making a substantial move. Like I moved from one area of the country where I'd been for 8 years, and I moved to a city, and the very first day I arrived in the city, my whole body was like, oh my God, what have I done? I lasted 6 months and ended up moving back, right, to the coast and to where my heart feels more at home. So there could be that, like making a decision, then being like, oh no. there's a Knight of Pentacles. I am curious about this Knight, because again, this is why I'm thinking this could be a work situation that's just super toxic, maybe, like, you know, gossip and people talking razzmatazz and people competing with each other in a really kind of disharmonious way. Something is definitely triggering a bit of anxiety or sleepless nights. Yeah, again, a lot of people coming in. Some of you might be invited to go socialize or invited to go do something. This is definitely looking like, you know, take chances. Don't necessarily dive in or invest in everything into this one thing, but dabble, you know, go on a date or go to that meeting or go to that business thing or whatever. There's going to be like little things, like dipping our toes in things, dabbling around. There's definitely an energy here of like potential for dating if you're single. Yeah, because there's all these kings coming through here, and there's a knight, but the knight weirdly feels like a work situation that's triggering anxiety. But of course, it could be home, romantic, familial inclined as well. It could be, I mean, for some of you, it could be as simple as one of your eldest children is leaving home, and you're like, who am I without looking after you for 18 years kind of thing. So you could be literally crying after one of your eldest children is like leaving the nest. That's, I think, probably a specific one for like one or two of you. Yeah, defo, like going on a gap year. Somebody's leaving and it's upsetting. Okay, however, it's greater justice coming through for you. I think this is it. There's definitely some big changes. There's new beginnings on the horizon, but I think for a lot of us, it's about not making impulsive moves, not just jumping into new beginnings because we don't know what else to do. It's like, get clear. And let's be real, if we're super filled with anxiety, if we're in a grief process, if we're just freaking out in our heads all the time, we're going to just be kind of treading water and getting more and more exhausted. Because there's a certain amount of adrenaline and stress, obviously, within that emotional cycle. So that sometimes has to resolve itself, extinguish itself, for us to then slowly rebuild the energetic systems of our lives, right? So the Knight of Pentacles here, there is a movement forward. There is justice coming in. There is greater justice. And yet there's a greater maturity in how you're holding space for yourself before making decisions, before accepting offers. For some of you, a child might be going off to gap year or travel. Gap y'all. I can't say that without hearing that. Gap y'all. Yeah, some of you might be going off the travel, but then others of you, it's that you've got big decisions to make work-wise and or your home life, and it's coming up, and some of you might need to get away to make that decision, right? I often find that, like, we get into the humdrum, or like we get into that mundane, just the day-to-day or the week-to-week, right? And then we know something needs to change, or we know we need to implement things, but we're so anchored in our kind of mundane flow that making different moves can be quite a challenge. As in, I've been working on a retreat for many, many years, and I know it takes courage just to get ourselves to those experiences where we take away our comforts, or we take away that regular day-to-day thingamajig, but that's what offers us, you know, they call them retreat, because within that retreated space we see more of ourselves, and or we simply see ourselves in a different way, and it certainly gives our body mind an opportunity to have a bit of a reset, so that when we do go back, we can see our world with a different lens or a different perspective or whatever, and that different perspective then helps, you know, move us forward. So just being mindful. This is a 5 of Cups. So there's a 9 of Swords and a 5 of Cups. So just be mindful, my lovers. There is, I think, maybe this week there's a final planetary transit where Venus has been squaring the planet Uranus in fixed signs. And that has a lot to do with how we're showing up, how we're relating to ourselves in our intimate relationships and our romantic relationships, but also our working lives, how we sense our worth, how we sense our value, how we receive from our clientele or our customers or our audience or whatever it might be, and then how we how we're interacting with all that stuff, and then taking it to the highest level possible with that Uranian influence, right, to really own the power of that feminine aspect, or that because Venetian energy is typically probably referred to as the feminine, Mars the masculine, right? And how do we embody more of those divine qualities from those planets? And Uranus is all about, the higher vision for the totality, right? The higher vision for us all via some of our technological revolutionary systems. And then that Venus energy is asking us to embody our emotions, right? Be beautiful inside and out, right? Be willing to express ourselves, but from a place of compassion, not fear and anger, right? So it's a discerning time for sure. And I simply want to send all of you lots of love, lots of peace, well-being. Look after yourselves so that you can look after the people in your life. And again, it's sort of shifting that perspective. It's not a selfish act. When it comes from a place of earnest, loving care, looking after yourself becomes an act of loving care. And again, it only can serve to amplify the way that you love and look after other people in your life, in your world, in your businesses, and your, all that jazz. Have a great day, you guys. I just looked at the number 1212. I hope that this reading has served you, and otherwise look after yourselves. And have a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. We're doing our yoga. You can join it. $5, $5 £5 actually. But anyway, it's a sort of rough donation based so that more people can join the yoga vibratory. It's on Zoom. We don't do a replay. It's just like if you catch us live, you catch us live. If not, that's the way the cookie is crumbling for you. So it's the 26th of September. Namaste, my loves. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.